Hi there, it's Mimi, and I hope you had a lovely weekend. I did. I had a very spoiled Christmas party at the yacht club from one of our old school friends. So from so many years ago, he's very generous in inviting every year to his Christmas party, and yeah, so that was really lovely. And it's nice to see the sunshine, isn't it? We've had such a dreadful, I suppose I call it, because I like the warm weather. Some people like it, but anyway, it's nice to see the sunshine. It lifts everyone's spirits up as well. So I thought I'd jump on this afternoon and just share with you, I'd remind you more so about some of the promotions the company has. But before I do that, I'd like to thank each one of you in the month of November that placed an order. It didn't matter how small or little, it could be just 1 Nutrimor, so it could be 10 Nutrimor, it doesn't matter. We really appreciate it and thank you, because some of the girls have really stretched themselves and excelled themselves. And obviously it's great to earn some really good money at this time of the year where we've got so much to buy for and gifts and that. So it's handy when you get an extra $300 or maybe $1,000. It could be $2,000 extra cash on the side based on what you're already doing. So congratulations to everyone, because we've had a lot of people that did that. So but I just wanted to, tonight is the final, tonight actually finished the event offer, and one of the event offers, it's a really fabulous product that I actually love it, and I thought I'd share it with you because it's our platinum foaming cleanser. And this one here is good because it's got a little bit of exfoliation in there too when you're actually doing it, so it could be a daily exfoliation. And you know, coming into the warmer weather, you might, I mean, I prefer cream cleanser, but when it comes to the warmer weather, I'll alternate. And this is a great one to try. And it comes with the vitamin eye cream. Now this, we've had a lot of fabulous feedback as well, especially with ladies that have had that, like myself, that as we get to the, I call it the age of elegance, we get that droopy eyelid just up here. So it worked with all the vitamins in here and everything, the ingredients it got in here, it worked. We've had a really great feedback on how it lifted the eyelid, which is, that's what we want. So you get the two, plus you get a mask, which you got the beautiful sheet mask with without collagen or anything like that. You get three, there's different mystery ones, I think. And all that for $79. And normally this is just the eye cream. So you're basically getting those two products for free. So check that out. It finishes tonight. The other one, there's a makeup one as well, which is got the new eyeshadow, the stick one, and it's got a cream blush and something else, and you get the mask with that one. There's $49, which is brilliant. Oh, that's right, you get the lip tint as well in that one there with the bronze with the cream blush and with the eyeshadow as well. So $49 or $79, they're both great. Get them both. You can split them up, give them for Christmas gift or whatever. So that's our events that the event offer that finishes tonight. And our that's right, our thank you gift is our beautiful apricot. This one here, it's actually a mask and a exfoliator all together. So if you are short of time, what do they call it, time poor, and you miss the scrub or you miss the mask, this is the ideal one, because what you do, you put it on and then leave it on, and then with your fingertips you massage, and it gives you an exfoliation and gives you that beautiful smooth glowing skin. So this is when you place an order of $110 by the 15th. So you got to get it by the 15th. If some of you that used to be, you know, maybe have used the products for many years, we used to have mineral mask and honey and almond scrub, well, they put it together. So this is the one. Okay. So that's the one. Now the other thing I want to show you, it's our bonus gift. And I'm so excited about our bonus gift this month because it is a beautiful compact. Have a look at this beautiful compact. And you know, especially whether you're traveling or not, you've got everything together. Sorry about the noise. You get the two blush, And then you get, which is one, it's great because if you want not too much color on a every day, you get the lighter one, and then you got the darker one, all right? So, and then you get the 4 eyeshadows as well, which I have actually, you put it on my eyes. So you can see, I'm gonna close my eyes so you can see. And I have used 3 of the 4 colors, which I explained to you. And the other thing that I did, I used the blush on one side, and I used a bronzer and a highlighter on the other side. So I just wanted to show you that on one side, all I have is the bronzer, it's the 2 blush. But you know, I do recommend that you might want to get yourself the bronzer and the highlighter, because that really makes a huge difference. As you can see on my cheekbone, okay, this was, I think it's this side, let me not get it wrong, where you can see, because it's a darker one, it's I've got the actual bronzer, and I got the highlighter, okay, on this side. On this side, I've just got the blush. I've got the 2 blush. Okay, so what does a bronzer do? A bronzer actually creates an indentation to contour the cheekbone. So you apply underneath your cheekbone, going up to the top of your ear. Why do we do that? Because what we were going to create, it's an oval shaped face. We don't all have that, and it's a good time. It's actually, by using the different colors, you achieve that. So the bronzer goes underneath and the highlighter goes on top here to bring the cheekbone out, because light brings forward and dark takes back. So when you see here, you can see on one side, yeah, you know, it's sort of lifting, but when you look at the face, you can see on that side, it's where it lifts as well. Sorry. And the other place, you can put a bit of bronzer, especially if you do have a fairly deep forehead. It's around the hairline, and just brush it. So that's what I've done. So this is great because you look, you got it all in one. So you got the 2 blush, you got the highlight and the bronzer. So all you have to add that, because the company gives you the other products for free. So the colors that I have used today is this one here, which is like a purpley color. This one here, you see there, that one there, that one. And then I've used, it's called plum, but it looks like almost like a brown and a plum. That's what I've used as well, just underneath here. And then it's always nice, especially this time of the year, to add a little bit of this one here. It's called, let me tell you, can't put my glasses on. Grape haze. So this color, this one here, it's actually frosted. So I'm not a fan putting frosted all over, not when you get to our age, because it highlights if you got any lines and that. So what I do with that, I just put a little bit just over the eyelashes once I finish with my finger, and it just brightens that eye. And when you are opening your eyes, you got that beautiful glow as well. So of course, I have my concealer, but the other thing I want to remind you as well, now with the bonus gift, it's for anyone that places orders of $550 retail by the end of December. So, oh my goodness, it's going to be such an easy one to get, because you know we've got coming up, we're going to have Boxing Day sales, and the brochure finishes this month. We've got the November, the Christmas brochure. We've got a fabulous December brochure, which I'm going to run you through it. So highlight some of the products there. So there's a lot of products, that a lot of ways you can achieve this palette. And Dom is, you know, just the palette alone on its own is probably over $70, this beautiful palette. And then you can add, the great thing about this, it's refillable. So you don't have to go and buy all this compacts and then you've got all that in your drawer. I don't know about you, but I get overwhelmed sometimes with, you know, you like one color, but you don't like the other color, and then the other color, it's not worth buying another one. So this one here, you choose whatever color you want to add to it. So, you know, I like the espresso color, this one here. It's a lovely, that would go with any of the colors you've got there. or it's nice to use that one even as an eyeliner. You know, you don't necessarily have to use black or charcoal or even brown eyeliner. If you've got that eyeshadow, you can use that as an eyeshadow and as an eyeliner as well. I like something light too. This one here, it's not frosted, it's called linen. That's a good color to add to the, and most people these days use neutral color. Of course, there's the green, we've got the blue, we've got, but you know, that's something you probably use on a special occasion. And, but definitely I mean, I put a lady onto the highlighter. She goes, Mimi, I don't know how I ever did without a highlighter, because it really brightens your eyes because you're applying here, okay? Of course, you don't put a highlighter where we've got a few lines here, but I'll tell you how to conceal that too, which you can. But you can bring it forward a little bit more towards this area, which it makes your eyes pop as well. So that is our bonus gift. So $550 by the end of the month, which you've got so much happening. And we've still got people buying Christmas presents as well. So now the other thing I want to brag about that is in the, let me get this brochure. Oh, sorry, lost my brochure. You can even do this, see? I'm so organized that I can't find it. Anyway, that's our Christmas brochure. So, you know, this one here, it's got some fabulous products in there. Now, this is our beautiful lip, our nourishing lip oil. And it's been around. This is part of, obviously, the apricot kernel oil, the jojoba oil. And, you know, there's nothing worse when you put lipstick and you got dry lips. Now, honestly, look after that. People say to me, why is your lipstick or your lip gloss staying on? Because the lips are smooth. There's no little lines in my lips, because I definitely don't go anywhere without putting something on my lips. So if you don't need to use lipstick or lip gloss every day. Of course not. If you're home and you don't want to, or you're working from home, but go for something like this where you can really still keep nourishing your lips. Or we've got the the other one, which is the Nutri-Rich lip treatment, which is like a lipstick, and again, that's really good. But you know, this is normally about $44, this one here, and it's out for $15. So don't miss out, because you know, the thing is with a lot of other products, lip balm and things like that, they're like Vaseline based, so it's only a barrier cream. It does not really treat it. So you've got to go to the bottom of, you know, what causes that dryness as well. So this one here will nourish it and leave your lips nice and smooth. The other thing that I did use on my face today, and I use it every day, it's our beautiful primer. It's in the book as well. When you look at this, I'll find it, the lip, here we are. Okay, so this one here, have a look. It's our face primer. And now this product here, it's actually won Beauty Heaven. We won the award in Beauty Heaven. That's a primer, that's right. So what it actually does, anything you have, when you apply your makeup, if you want it to last longer, you need to prime it. Not only that, any imperfection, maybe you have a little bit of oiliness or a bit enlarged pores, or even very dryness, it does keep that, it does give you this film. So when you put the foundation, it goes on really dewy and really beautiful on. Now, Beauty Heaven, which we won an award for this product, it's a company that judges all the makeups and skincare in Australia and New Zealand. So we came #1 against the department stores, against makeup, against all this product that if you go and get a primer, it's probably about $70, $80. So when you can get this one here for $32, it is a bargain. I had to say that. But the ingredients are very, very unique as well. So when you apply, and you want to apply your primer first, and then what I like to apply, which is in the brochure as well, is to prep the skin before. So if you prep the skin before, you don't need to put a lot of, you can do it by just having lightly your foundation. And it's nice when your foundation looks like it's an extension of your own color. So we've got the Silk Fusion, which is lovely. But if you want something a little bit lighter, what I've used today is our Skin Tint, which is this one here. And you probably remember Tinted Moisturizer or Beauty Veil. It's a combination of both. So I decided I'm going to go for something a little bit lighter in texture. And I applied that, which it gives me the protection of the sun. Now, you know what? When we actually discontinued our Tinted Moisturizer, because I do like using a tinted moisturizer sometimes, I actually went in and tried Chanel, and I tried, I think the other one was Miss Dior, Christian Dior, I think, and another brand. And what I did, I put them on my face, and I found they were so cakey on the face, and they were very drying. So I said, you know what, I would rather wait and until we get it on, because I knew that it would come and it would be great. So that's what we did. So I used the Silk Fusion until we got ours, and it works beautifully, as you can see. Don't know if you can see it from the, but give me some comments so I can see that you can see it well as well. So that's in the brochure this month as well. But the other one I was going to talk to you about is our fabulous, better not tell you the old name, because our beautiful Wonder Blur, and that's exactly what it does. It blurs out imperfection and lines. So what I do, as you can see, it's like a cream there. So you apply a little bit on the skin, just around where you want to, fill out those lines. It might be up here on the eyebrows, it could be down here. So you just put a little bit and mold it with your fingertips and let it sit. So give it time to actually get into it, because what happens is that sphere, actually the sphere that is in the product, expands and it just fills out those lines. Now, it's not like the one you see on TV, which, I was very curious. I was at expo, so we decided, I said to my sister, you try it. We put some on her. And I must say, straight away, I was sort of impressed, right? Anyway, we kept on walking. 2 hours later, and I said, oh my God, that thing is peeling off. And it looked like she had more wrinkles than she started off with. So make sure whatever you do, I know on TV it looks like that, but let me tell you, I tried it face to face and it definitely doesn't do that. So this is a beautiful light texture. And whenever you get it, you can tell. If you put it where your lines are here, it just smooths them out. So it's really great to try. So you've got the blurring, the Wonder Blur, and we've got the primer, which works to keep your foundation in place a lot longer. And the other thing that I use as well is the finishing spray. So if you've got those three things working for you, when you put your makeup on, you're going to be going out. You can go out very, very, very assured that your makeup is going to look just as when you walked into this party or wherever you go. So you got to do the basic. You got to do the prep before you put your foundation to create that beautiful blur look. And when you really look at the prices that we have in this promotion, like the actual primer, award-winning primer for $32, normally $52, and the Wonder Blur, normally $42 for $25. You know how long that lasts? That little container, I reckon I had it since we released it, and I've still got about half a jar there, so, and I use it pretty often. So that's it. And of course you've got the finishing spray, setting spray, only $18. Now the other thing that with the makeup as well that you have there, if you're applying foundation and then you're going to apply a powder, a blush, or your bronzer, which is powder, you need to use a powder before you do that, so it doesn't go on smudgy. you know, it goes on really, really smooth. And so ours hasn't got any talc residue in there. It doesn't give you a color buildup. So it's a really great one to use. And all you need to do, this is why you need a good brush there. Because some people get, oh, I don't like using powder, I find it cakes on my foundation. Let me tell you, this does not cake. So when I do that, I just pat and roll, pat and roll. The other thing that it does, it sets your founder. And I can tell you, I never touch up the only thing I touch up a little bit, it's my lipstick when I go out. Don't have to touch anything else. So that's the one there. And of course, we got, you know, the lip gloss that I'm wearing, which is our beautiful lip glosses. This one here, and a great price, I must say. Have a look at this. If you lose, can you see that? There's a light. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a light there. So if you can't find your keys, look at that, right? I remember when we released this pencil, one of my young managers, she used to go, you know, she used to go a lot. Her husband was a chef, so he used to work at night. So she used to go out with her girlfriends, clubbing and whatever. And she said one night she did that somewhere, and because it's got the light, it lit up and everyone could see it. And on that night, she sold about 10 of these because people were curious what was that. And they loved the color and they loved what she had on. So yeah, it can really help you. So, you know, there's people everywhere that love our products as well. And we don't have to be shy about promoting something you love. Think about, just because you're selling it or because you might make a few dollars or big dollars or whatever you do, it doesn't mean you don't want to tell someone how fantastic that product is. You know, the reason I'm saying that to you is because you heard me talking about the news ritual, about the lady that sent me the before and after photos. She was so impressed, she bought 3 jars. And then I was telling someone else about it and I showed it to her. And she goes to me, oh, Mimi, did she allow you to do that? That was good. I said, can I ask you why wouldn't she? You know? She goes, oh, I don't know. And I said, well, you know, if you've got something that can benefit someone else, wouldn't you want to share with someone? Oh, she goes, I suppose so. But see what I mean? You know, some people honestly don't see the value of someone else's benefit. It's not about you just making that dollar or two or 10, 20, 2,000, whatever the effort you put into your business. But it's about sharing what works. Would it be better for this lady to go and get some cream at the chemist, which you probably wouldn't do anything and would have wasted their money? So please, if you've got a product or you've got something that you think is great, do let people know. You know, it's the same as you going to a good restaurant. I'm all about giving back. If I'm going to enjoy that food and it was great, I'll give them the feedback. If it wasn't 100%, I might give it to the boss as well and say, you might want to look at that. He appreciates that because he wants to make the business as successful as he can. So, you know, let's share the love. Let's share the product. It's such an amazing product. And we've got so many. Now, the other thing that's in here that's great is the brush set. Oh my God, you know what? The tools of the trade make a huge difference when you apply makeup. So in this brush here, see, it's all in here. Normally this is $150. You get about 8 different brushes. And if you go and price some of the brushes, just one will cost you about $80. Now, obviously, you know, some of them are $500, whatever. But for something to use at home, these ones here are fantastic. And if you wash it in oil-C or even heavy clean, if you've got foundation, you'd get rid of it. This will have for life. I have not bought, I only buy the new one because obviously I like to demonstrate the latest that we have. But I've got brushes that I've been using for years. So all in here. This makes a lovely gift as well. For some of these things, I don't know what to buy them. You know what I mean? It's great because they've got it all in here. And the beauty about this is that not only you've got them in here, it tells you what the brush is. So if it's a blending brush for your eyes, because sometimes using the right brush, it makes a huge difference the way your eyeshadow sets. Okay, so you got the blending brush, you got the eyeshadow brush, then you got the eyeliner brush, which is like an angle that you can do an eyeliner and just smudge it on the side. You got the powder brush, you got the foundation brush. This is a must, you know, and this is alone, I think it's about $20. So you're going to get all those for $60 until the end of the month. So don't miss that on this ones here. What else I've got to show you? Now the other thing too, I don't know, you might not be, or maybe one of your team members might not have placed an order for a little while, and she might get a letter and you know, you need to place an order, but you get a retention gift. So the retention gift this month is the beautiful lavender pillow spray. Oh my God, I can't do without this. You know, when you sort of toss and turn, you think, oh my God, spray this on your pillow and you'll be asleep like in instant. Honestly, it smells divine. Obviously, it's got the lavender, it's got other chamomile in it, which is very, very relaxing as well. Anyone that's say you got someone in your team that was sponsored 6 months ago, she hasn't placed an order for 6 months. In the 7th month, they'll get a letter saying a retention gift. Place an order, any size order. Now, this product normally retails at $48. So whoever, if you've got someone in that your team that hasn't placed an order, let them know, because if they're in the 7th month and they would have received an email from Nutrimatic, just with any, you could just buy a brochure or you can buy a soap, whatever it might be, you actually get this absolutely free. Okay, so it's probably good. We're going to have free shipping, I'm sure it's coming up soon. And you know, $75, you don't have to pay any free shipping, so it's worth putting something together and get that product. So I just thought of that because you might not realize that that is the case, you know, how that works. So you can place orders as long as you place on your 6th month, your account will always be open. If you don't, the 7th month, you will get a letter saying, place your order, but you get a retention gift, which is, oh my God, I think it's basically, it's such a generous company that we have. So I won't go into too much, but another day maybe I do a little video with you on the cream blushes, because they've got I enjoy those too. You got the lip gloss, like I said, at the back, and that book as well, for only $18. So there's a lot more in here which you can buy. You can buy it as a pack as well, the makeup as well. So there's lots and lots of promotions that we have. And of course, at the back of the brochure, especially after, you know, in the Christmas time where we get those puffy eyes, we might indulge a little bit with the alcohol and other foods. So we got all the eye creams on special as well. I can't do without my platinum eye and lip treatment. Oh my God. I just want to tell you, when you apply that product on yourself, use it with the tool, with the actually tool that comes with, because that's a very cooling effect. So that helps with the bags under the eyes, the darkness under the eyes. So use that, let it set. If you can't put it on, go and get dressed, come back and then use the eye cream. Because the eye cream is what hydrates the eye. This is a serum, remember. So you need them both. But it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You heard me say that before. It's not just like eating a plate of carrots. To be healthy, you have to have all the veggies. And of course, one of the most sold products in our range, our Tight, Firm and Fill. And this is brilliant. I even sometimes use it underneath my makeup, and then I put my primer because I like that dewy feeling that it gives me. I won't go through everything, but just check. There are a few things that are going to be, they're going to be taken off the range. Discontinued, that's the word I was trying. So if you like those products, maybe you want to stock up. Like, I'm a lover of the sand concealer, and that's going to go, and obviously in time they'll replace something else, but if you want to take advantage of that, it's on special in the book anyway, because the way I use the sand concealer is to correct and then I use my nude concealer to highlight. So I would use the sand where, because if you've got dark bluey tinge on your eyes, if you put something like the light too light there, it will go sort of greyish. But when you put the sand, because it's got a warm toning, it just counteracts that, so it balances the color out. So look out for that, and I know that platinum oil is going as well, and there's a few others. So stock up on those, and that. So I think I've said everything I had to say. There's so much more to say, but I'm going to bore you too long of a video. I hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Take advantage, those beautiful, like I said, I think it's the best bonus gift we ever had. And I will do another tutorials about the blush and that, but you can actually get in touch with me, because I can do a one-to-one if you're not sure about colors or anything else, whether you've got other questions, whether you're thinking, I had a lady the other day and she said to me, one thing that I dread about retiring, she goes, I want to retire, she said, I've worked long enough, but it's losing that connection with people. And this lady is actually in my team. And I said, what I think you should, maybe one of the things that might help you, I said, why don't you start building a little business for yourself within Nutrimatic, and then when you finish working, at least you got already something set up, you got a little team, you can join people for free, and they love having an online business as well, and you don't know who that person is going to bring into your team. Now, the lady, Natalie Zawa, that was number 2 in our team, I mean, she loves it. She's retired. She just loves it. She does a market here, market there. But, she sold over $2,200 last month. That's about $900. And that's good. It keeps her active. It keeps her engaged. And it keeps her feeling worthwhile that she's doing something, helping other people too. So if that's you, or for any other reason, some obviously times are tough, but they don't have to be tough, because you can step out and do something else and buy yourself time. Because people say to me, oh, I'm so busy. It is very busy lifestyle we all lead, but if you can buy time by doing something else, why not? That was me many years ago, and here we are still today. Anyway, that's enough from me. Have a lovely afternoon. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.